I gave him my kidney. He gave me poison. Chapter 2. I sat quietly, watching my mother go wild in tears. Her pain soon turned to anger. Her words cut through me like shattered glass. Mama Chioma, furious, shouting, "You see that marriage? He'll marry you, oh, because which man will want to marry a barren woman?" Chioma, voice trembling, "Mama, please stop." But she didn't stop. Her words pierced straight into my heart like poison. A few days later, I convinced Mama to visit Jude's mother. I wanted peace, but she wanted answers. When we arrived, Mama Jude welcomed us warmly. She hugged me and smiled, calling me her daughter-in-law. But that joy didn't last long. Mama Chioma, angrily, "My daughter donated her kidney to your son, and now she's barren because of it." The room went cold. Silence fell like a heavy stone. Then, Jude's mother said something that froze my soul. Mama Jude, cold tone. "So, how is that my problem?" My breath stopped. Even Mama was speechless. Mama Chioma, shouting, "What do you mean, how is it your problem? You begged my daughter to save your son's life." Mama Jude, sarcastic, "Did I force her? She could have said no." Before I knew it, Mama slapped her hard. Sound, slap, echoes. Mama Jude, mocking laugh. "I don't fight dogs. Both of you don't have sense. My son will never marry a barren woman." Chioma, crying, voice shaking. "Mama, you begged me. You came to my house crying for your son's life, and now you call my kidney ordinary?" Mama Jude, smirking. "Yes, ordinary kidney. Did I force you? You had a choice." Her words stabbed me deeper than any knife. Then I whispered the truth. "Chioma," weak voice, "do you even know that your son Jude poisoned me?" Room falls silent. Mama Chioma, furious, "What did you just say?" Mama Jude, shouting, "You're lying! My son would never! You're desperate and jealous! Get out of my house!" Outside, Mama stood in shock. As for me, I felt like the biggest fool alive, used, betrayed, discarded. I fell to my knees, pounding the door. Tears blurred my sight as I screamed. Chioma, screaming in tears, "Give me back my kidney!" But all I got in return was silence. After we left Mama Jude's house, my mother would not stop yelling. Her words were knives, each one carving into what was left of my heart. Mama Chioma, bitter, "You see, when an elder warns you, you children of nowadays take it as a joke." By the time I got home, I collapsed onto my bed and buried my face in the sheets. Regret burned like fire. How could I face him after this? I wanted answers. I wanted him to look me in the eyes and explain. So I took a cab to his house and knocked, quietly, hoping for some trace of the man I loved. Chioma whispered to self, "Please, Jude, just tell me the truth." When I pushed the door open, what I saw made my stomach drop. Jude was kissing another woman, deeply, shamelessly. Chioma, stunned. "Jude!" He barely glanced up. The world narrowed to the sound of my breath and the roar of my heart. The woman sprang up and slapped me hard, as if I had intruded into her life by accident. Then Jude calmly guided her hand into his, protecting her, not me. "Don't you understand silence? Go away, dummy." He dragged me outside. The street air hit my face, but his hands did more than push me out. They crushed me. Outside, Jude's palm shot to my neck and slammed me against the wall. I choked for air. His eyes were cold, merciless. "Jude, what are you doing here?" When I mentioned the wine, the poison, he laughed. He said I distracted him, so he got rid of me. He said I was trash. He threatened me, threatened to slit my throat and throw my head to the dogs if I came back. Then he slammed the door and left me coughing in the dust. Chioma, shouting, desperate, "You will regret this! Your mother and you will pay!" Jude, mocking from inside, "You have nothing, no proof, go away." I swore on the kidney I gave him that the organ in his body would become his worst nightmare. I whispered a promise of justice, though I had no evidence yet. All I had was rage and a will to survive. I swore on my kidney, you'll never know peace as long as that kidney is in you. Narration. He looked at me like I was nothing and slammed the door. To be continued. This chapter burns with betrayal and pain. Now we want you in this story. 1. What would you do if you were Chioma? 2. Would you fight back or walk away forever? 3. Should Chioma expose Jude publicly? 4. Do you think Jude's mother truly knew about the poison? 5. If you were Chioma's mother, what would you do next? And 6. Do you believe love can ever heal after this kind of betrayal? If you were Chioma's mother, what would you do next? If you were Chioma, what would you do next? Gather evidence, go to the police, or seek private revenge? Do you think Jude's other woman is a willing partner or being used like Chioma was? Should Chioma involve the police now even without proof? What would you say to Chioma's mother? Should she continue supporting her daughter or stay away? Drop your answers in the comments. I will read them all. If this story moved you, please like, share, and subscribe to Gentle Spark Inc. so you don't miss Chapter 3. Turn on notifications. Justice is coming.